When a footballer scores 2 goals in a single football match, we call it a brace. When a footballer scores 3 goals in a single football match, we call it a hat-trick. Have you ever thought about what the technical term for scoring 4 goals in a single football game is called? That's what brought about this episode of the Avalanche podcast, the most informative and educative sports podcast in Nigeria. My name is Mubarak Adekola. You can call me Movie Sport. You can also call me the Machala of Sports, the football guy, the guy with the vibe. Alright guys, so let's dive back into what brought us here today. Scoring 4 goals in a single football game is called a haul of goals. It's spelled as H-A-U-L. H-A-U-L. So when a footballer actually scores 4 goals in a single football game, you could say, for example, Erling Haaland scored a haul of goals against Luton Town. That means Erling Haaland scored 4 goals against Luton Town. Do you understand? So guys, it could actually come as a quiz question for a sport competition or so. So what about when a player scores 5 goals in a single football match? Of course, that's a very rare occurrence in football, and that's a very extraordinary feat. In order to achieve that, it's very extraordinary. But of course, a certain teenager in the Nigeria Professional Football League actually did that a couple of weeks ago. He scored 5 goals in a 5-2 triumph over Gombe United. This footballer I'm talking about is actually a teenager, and he actually plays for Kano Pillars in the Nigeria Professional Football League. His name is Abdullahi Yusuf Samage. Abdullahi Yusuf Samage actually scored 5 goals in a single football match in the Nigeria Professional Football League. So when a footballer actually scores 5 goals in a single football match, it's actually called a glut of goals. So they could ask you anyway, when a footballer actually scores 5 goals in a single football match, for example, you say Cristiano Ronaldo scored a glut of goals against Atletico Madrid. That means Cristiano Ronaldo scored 5 goals against Atletico Madrid. What about when a player scores 6 goals in a single football match? When a player actually scores 6 goals in a single football match, you could say when Rooney scored a double hat-trick. It's actually called a double hat-trick. When a footballer scores 6 goals in a single football match, it's called a double hat-trick. So guys, I think you guys have learned a lot from this episode of the Avalanche podcast. So guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just search the Avalanche podcast. My content are also available on TikTok. Just search the Avalanche one on TikTok. Also available on Instagram. Just follow the Machala of Sports on Instagram. So guys, I think you guys enjoyed this particular episode of the Avalanche podcast. I'll be dropping the names of the footballers that have actually scored 5 goals in a single football match. So guys, watch out for another episode of the Avalanche podcast the next time I come your way. Thanks.